on the ground, but I really be jealous, cause I'm the right in their mind. In their minds, screw up with me, boy, don't go crying. In their minds, come on, at me, boy, there's a fight. In their minds.
Another sizzling afternoon here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium, and play will still continue here in the Philippines Football League. Good evening, my name is Ivan Gayares. Together with Kendrick Soriano, another exciting match ahead of us. It's Stallion Laguna versus Philippine Army FC. As we take a look at our teams for match number 27. Another pleasant afternoon to everyone. We're back here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium together with Kendrick Soriano. My name is Ivan Gayares, and welcome back to the continuing coverage of the Philippines Football League. Well, it's Stallion Laguna versus Philippine Army, and together with me is Kendrick Soriano, Mr. USNCAA himself.
Thank you for that introduction, Ivan. You know, I'm very much excited for this game. Stallion Laguna, on one of the teams in the top of the table. We have Philippine Army who still are struggling to find themselves in the win column.
Well, Philippine Army has, haven't really won much. But before that, let's go back to the league table. Obviously, it's Kaya FC Iloilo and One Taguig on top. But we see Stallion Laguna at number 3. Tapos ito namang Philippine Army FC, third from the bottom. But a very modest goal difference for a bottom half team. Kendrick.
Yes, by looking at the league table right now, we can see how tables looking to shape up with games going on. We can see again Kaya, One Taguig, Stallion, and Cebu, leaders of the pack in this league. While we have Manila Monte, Philippine Air Force, Philippine Army, and Garelli struggle to still find the 3 points, with Garelli having 3 points and a 21-goal difference.
And Stallion Laguna, though number 3, a win or a draw will bring them up to the standing as for number 1. And we'll go to Philippine Army muna. Their previous results, their last 3 matches for Stallion Laguna. Talk to us, Kendrick, about that.
You know, with Philippine Army, their first 3 games they have struggled to find themselves in the win column, with a 3-2 loss to Manila Digger, 1-3 loss to UCFC, and a 5-0 defeat for One Taguig FC.
Well, just going back to Stallion Laguna FC, they have played a lot of matches, 3 all big wins, lahat tambakan, and at this point, maybe their toughest test yet so far this season. Now, they will be playing against Philippine Army, who has been very modest about their competition today. Philippine Army, they have not won yet in this competition. But Army, you did talk to the coach today. What did he say about their approach in this match?
Well, they said their approach in this match is they're not gonna look to, di nila masasabayan yung playing style ng Stallion. So they're gonna look to do a lot of counterattacks and still compete.
And we'll turn you over to pitch side to Sydney Crespo. Sydney, please tell us about the teams for today's match.
3 big wins for Stallion Laguna FC means they've been both patient and aggressive in their attacking, and with the right players, head coach Ernie was on point describing his team as overachieving. Of course, that's with the help of Finn McDaniel, who almost had a double hat-trick last weekend with 5 goals. Coach Ernie says they've been waiting for this kind of game from him, and he is happy for Finn's newfound confidence in his new position. Tonight, we can expect a minor change in Stallion Laguna's lineup, as they don't want to overexert some players very early this season. Masakit naman para sa Philippine Army FC ang kanilang sunod-sunod na pagkatalo. Head coach Boogie Margarce admits this is affecting their team morale. Ang napapansin niya ay minsan nawawala yung focus sa game at sa simpleng mistakes ay nako-convert ito ng kalaban. Ultimately, he still wants his players to enjoy these opportunities, but it is a must to be a more aggressive squad today, especially in 1v1 situation. PFL fans, don't go anywhere as our match number 2 will start in a few.
Well, thank you, Sydney, for that very informative information. Let's take a look at the teams so far. It will be a very exciting match ahead of us. Stallion Laguna, eager to continue with their winning ways. They are the team with the most goals so far, 25 goals to their name. And at this point in this competition, everyone who are favorites will make sure that they score more and once they go against Philippine Army, they will continue to do the same.
With Stallion Laguna, they look to keep building that momentum and get that 3 points from today. I spoke to Coach Ernie of Stallion Laguna, and he said that they're still going to compete, knowing despite its Philippine Army, knowing they're in the bottom of they're one of the teams in the bottom of the table, they will still give them the respect that they deserve by competing and playing their own game and looking up to rack up some more goals.
So we take a nice view of the Rizal Memorial Stadium just before kickoff. It is extremely humid outside, so I hope everyone watching online gets to enjoy this in a cooler environment. And we expect the teams to go down on the pitch in a bit. Stallion Laguna and Philippine Army, their first meeting this season here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's welcome our teams, Stallion Laguna FC and Philippine Army FC.
Oh, good shot of our match officials today. It'll be interesting as both teams will be playing in a cooler situation here at the stadium. Earlier, it was unforgivable between Davao Aguilas UMAC and Manila Monte. 6-0 win by Davao Aguilas UMAC. Both teams getting ready for the start. Take a look at Philippine Army FC in their dark blue uniform. Not so much changes from both squads. And Stallion naman, their shiny uniforms, Kendrick.
Yes, we can see Stallion Laguna ready as ever. Big smiles, serious faces, ready to start the ball game.
Let's take a look at our captains. Our match officials. Referee Michael Varas, assisted by Willie Francisco and John Manlapas. Fourth official is Gilbert Celotorio. Match commissioner Angelica Bellarmino. As we take a look at Matt Nieras and Bucking Soriano, veterans of the Philippine football scene. Lots of championships between them. Starting 11 for Stallion Laguna. Kendricks, very interesting in this 3-4-3 formation.
Yes, they're playing a 3-4-3, overloading the middle. So for Stallion Laguna, lots of options in their attacking and middle third to go forward, with Chris Schaffner and Charles Pickering playing as their wingbacks that could potentially go up. And a dangerous front three with McDaniel, who has 7 goals this season, leading the pack.
Well, going to Army, it's a simple surprise. It's Ariola and Dorimon up front, 2 tall players for Army. They want to reinforce. In the previous match, they wanted to go with speed. Now it's height, and especially now you have Cortez and Soriano at the center back pairing. Cortez, a makeshift center back in this match. A lot of injuries for Army going into this match against Stallion, and hopefully it could be a better result for them against One Taguig, which they lost to 5-0. Stallion getting ready, very hot, especially riding on the performance of Finn McDaniel, the number 8. Oh, his performance has been stellar. Finn McDaniel, 7 goals to his name, and more to come from this Filipino striker. And here we go. It's Stallion Laguna and Philippine Army here in Sunday afternoon at the Philippines Football League. My name is Ivan Gayares together with Kendrick Soriano and Sidney Crespo will be bringing you the match for today. Stallion in their familiar pink, while Army with their unusual dark blue kits. This is Dorimon, former national player for the Philippines, usually a fullback, Kendricks. Now starting as a striker. Charles Pickering has been here for quite a bit, very dependable on that right-hand side. And the starman, Adrian Ciriliano, former Argentine youth player. Nasa gitna po siya, yung number 6.
Stallion starting off strong.
Attempt there from Army. Tinry nilang habulin yung part na yon, pero masyadong mabilis para kay Roynick Bernardo, now deployed on that right-hand side.
Stallion Laguna will try to keep this ball and play it around. And that's how they're going to show their quality on the ball.
You know, Kendrick, Stallion can beat you in many ways. Before, they were very direct. Now, they like to keep the ball on the sides, keep it very tight and good passing on, because of they have like players like Dorado and itong si Demorais, very good on the ball. Yung wingers nila on this 3-4-3 formation.
Also, you got to count Abraham Placito, who's also very good on the ball. If you have players who are very good on the ball and very technical, makes the coach have an easier time with the way he wants to play out.
Good tackle there from Nick Palacio to get away from that Stallion attack. Stallion keeping their time. A bit of pressure lang mula sa Army. They are loading the attackers. Here comes Stallion. Good coverage there. Try to get out of this sticky situation. Pressure from Oliveira de Moraes.
Cheeky little drop. Just finds a way to get out of that space.
Well, Jemar Cortez, who he has played off from the bench, has earned his stripes as a starter. As you can see, Finn McDaniel stepping up.
He's going to try to whip this one in.
Oh, probably so. Finn McDaniel for the delivery.
Great
in the
ball.
middle. Cheeky attempt from Ciriliano. Not on target. Oh, this guy, former Argentine U16 player. From what I've heard, a very good friend of Christian Ivanovsky, the other Argentinian in the team. Oh, Brillantes with that header. Still very early to see any tactical movements from both teams. They're still feeling each other out, Kendrick.
100% Ivan. Philippine Army just scanning for options. Let's see what they can do. Unfortunately, doesn't connect.
Oh, some pressure there. In the first two matches of Army, Kendricks, they have played very disciplined, and they have scored on those two matches. But against one Taguig, they sort of lost their composure in the second half, which led to the 5-0 beating. But it seems na dito, mayroon silang konting, a bit more discipline against Stallion.
A little shove there. Some action there, shoving. I think that was Jose Becerra Dorado. Things getting heated early in the game, just 5 minutes in.
Oh, Dorado was not happy with that. And the pushing and shoving. Oh, at this point, I think, good call from referee Michael Barras. Both players from the replay did a lot of pushing themselves.
Ivan, we can see intensity pa lang early in the game. It's going to be an interesting match.
Oh, Michael Barras putting out the cards early to keep the peace in this match. You know, Kendricks, if you play against Philippine Army, I don't know if you remember your youth days, but you know, play against Army, expect a very rough reception.
Tama yan, Ivan. Yes, I do remember playing with Philippine Army. And I can just say, they're a bunch of dogs. You know, they have a lot of fight in them. And
Exactly that. And referee Michael Barras not happy with that shot from Phil McDaniel. He was called for offside already, but he did still take that attempt.
Philippine Army will put on a physical game here. Try to match up with the competitiveness of Stallion.
Long ball there, straight to their number one. It's Cortez. Quickly puts it back to Dorado. Good flick on, covered well. Comes Dorado on that left-hand side. Scored plenty of goals from the previous match. Already with 4 goals to his name in this competition. The chance from Stallion. A shot! Oh, there's a deflection there, but that will go into a corner. It's confirmation of our yellow cards for 2 players, Bernardo and Dorado.
Stallion setting up for corner.
Your friend, Christian Schaffner.
Yes, we call him Sea Dog back in the States. Was fortunate enough to have played 2 years with him in university. He's played around in a lot of places. After I think he went from high school, he went to play in Spain.
Comes Schaffner with that delivery. A chance here. The push was called on Placito. Now, if you were Army, Kendricks, how do you defend against this onslaught from Stallion?
I think by keeping Stallions facing their own goal, you know, not letting them turn. You know, they're very good on the ball, and they have a lot of big forwards. So ensuring that they don't turn and get behind the defense will help a lot in Army having a chance for them to win the game.
It was Oliveira de Moraes who was fouled on the right side. Now Finn McDaniel again in charge para sa Stallion for their set pieces. Plenty of height for Stallion.
McDaniel just couldn't quite get the angle of the cross right, but fortunate for him.
Our restart here is for Gabe Silva. Gabe Silva has been there for, I think, for a couple of years already at the back line for Stallion. At Nieras with that through ball. Schaffner chasing. Brillantes kicked that quickly.
To the other side.
And
Cortez again with the ball.
And nakita mo si Brillantes, he might have a few pounds on more than usual, but he can kick that down ball very hard.
And you know, Ivan, as a goalie in the modern day game, we want goalies that not only good with their hands, but excellent on their feet as well.
Distribution, here comes Army. Ariola with that cross inside, the chance. Shot, partially hit only. I believe that was Cortez. Now comes Stallion. Dorado wins that throw. Durado, 4 goals to his name, wants to add more. Had a nice chat with Coach Ernie today. Getting these players very rare. Some of them would message him directly on Facebook. Some just so happen to be, married to Filipina. So it's a very unique situation, and I was really surprised on how Stallion, built this team. And I think we just lost a ball out to the stands at the moment. Comes the guys in pink.
If I'm Coach Ernie Nieras, very happy with the first 3 games. Just dominating results too.
Indeed, 25 goals to their name. They want to add more today. But against this more disciplined team than the first 3 that they've met, it will be different. But look, in the last 10 minutes, Kendricks, it's quite a slow start for Stallion.
It is. But we can see that Stallions are indeed dominating in possession. And we can see that they're keeping the ball very well and finding those half spaces, finding their players out wide, and just being aggressive in the final third.
Pickering started that play. Here comes Oliveira. Trying to beat it inside. 50-50 here, a chance. Schaffner looking for options. Good flick inside.
We have 2 players down on the field.
What is the call here? Desena with a complaint earlier. 1 player is down for Army. It's number 8 in Nick Palacio. Plenty of injured players para dito sa Army. Don't have Celis, Mark Bidia, even Jomar Acedo. Try to take a look at this flick. It was a touch from the middle. But parang wala naman doon, Kendricks.
I think these 2 players are looking to be okay right now. Philippine Army player is very tough, so we'll definitely look to keep playing. And we can see McDaniel here just setting up for a free kick. Parang siya talaga yung main guy nila.
Exactly, and 7 goals to his name, Finn McDaniel. I have seen him from last year to this year, and boy, oh boy, the level just jumped 2 notches. So Finn McDaniel, one of the hottest players on the pitch today. Let's see what he can do here. McDaniel with a shot hits the wall, and Placito will not chase, and Stallion restart.
Placito, as a football player, he's on the stockier end, but you can see his quality in the ball and the way he uses his body for his advantage. Very technical player. Cortez clears it.
Offside, says referee Manlapas. No, Abe Placito usually is deployed on, from before, I think 3 years before, he was deployed as center back. Now, central on the pitch for Stallion, the playmaker, creator as well. He can do that we have seen that many times. Now he's just a bit more forward with more responsibility on the creative side.
Yep. I think he's playing more of an 8, I guess.
Well, exactly that in this 3-4-3 formation. Should we call him his sea dog now?
Pwede naman.
Comes Army. We have this spell of possession. Bidia.
We can see Stallion also pressing up high. This is great work to recover the ball. We love seeing that from teams. After losing it, win the ball back automatically.
When we saw Mateus running in today. We saw 3 blue shirts went straight at him. On the get-go, here comes Stallion again.
Heavy
Schaffner.
touch.
Ooh, there's a handball there, but a push was called instead on Sea-Dog.
Come on, Chris. Can't put that on your highlight reel.
Exactly that. More opportunities for Schaffner on that.
Chris Schaffner actually, when I was playing with him in university, he was a midfielder. Now when he went to Manila to play professional football, he was turned into a wing back.
I think he has the skill set to
100%.
really thrive in that position. Oh, what a move there from Ciriliano. Here comes Stallion. First shot on goal, maybe. Good creative movement there on the wings. This is Schaffner. Cuts it back. Taken away by Soriano. Ball hits the hand of Durado. Unlucky for Stallion.
Stallion just creating chances for them. Being aggressive on top. Love seeing that.
Well, so far, Army has sort of neutralized itong Stallion run. Hindi pa sila nabibigyan ng chance on the pitch. A shot from Brillantes. Well, here comes Stallion. Ciriliano loses the ball. Well, Army, not their usual starting 11. Only 7 players. You know, we did talk to coach today, and he mentioned that there are plenty of injuries for his team. A lot of key players out for Philippine Army. And a bit of a challenge, but so far, in the first 18 minutes, they still hold itong Stallion scoreless.
I think if you're Philippine Army, one of your objectives is to keep a clean sheet. And from the first 17 minutes in this game, they're doing a great job of holding that line while still committing players to go forward and attack.
Here comes Decena. By Ciriliano. Lofted forward. Here's a chance. Ooh, that's a foul clearly. Should be a yellow here. And that is second yellow for Stallion. Charles Pickering. Deserved yellow. Take a look.
Trying to check this replay. Little cheeky hand. Just grabbing the shirt. As Charles knew that he was about to get beat.
Monterona smartly shouting to get that advantage. Unlucky for Stallion. They have more cards than Army at this point.
Ganun talaga pag nag-request ng foul sa ref. May kasamang sigaw.
Ariola for the setup there. Striker for the delivery. Ariola goes for goal.
Ooh.
That goes wide. Ariola.
You can check this replay again. Ariola just finds Cortez off his line. But Cortez with great instincts.
I did not see that save from Cortez, but it was very tight.
Yeah.
On his near his pinky already, but
I think Cortez was a little bit cheating. Parang he was anticipating that ball to go to his left side.
he got caught there a bit, but here comes Army. First shot on goal, Decena for the delivery. Decena on the far post, headed away by Pickering. Another
Great battle in the air by these two teams.
Kenneth Pride on center back for Stallion. one of their newer players. When we see off cam, Stallion really doing a good option of man marking the outer players on the box.
We can see Philippine Army. They're not really. They're spread out right now.
Floated inside, a shot. Torigo, no chance there. Here comes number 26. And a foul.
On same spot.
Pickering should be careful. Same spot. Same player as well. Now Stallion on the back foot.
Lovely skill though. That was Resty Monterona for Philippine Army.
Monterona on that left-hand side. Very skillful, as you see from the highlight. Now this is Bidia, the other Bidia, or Ariola. Ariola with a delivery.
Hits it low. Ooh.
No touch on the hand, says the referee. Stallion on the counter. Good ball forward, too long for Placito. Nieras. Ciriliano. Back to Dorado. Off switch back to Ciriliano, who pings it the other way. Demorais. Ciriliano, will he try here? But challenged by Dorimon.
Stallion just moving the ball around and finding options. You can see McDaniel here with space to shoot. Golazo!
What a shot! What a finish! What a celebration! Phil McDaniel opens the scoring
days.
on a 23rd minute with a master stroke of a goal. Oh my!
Oh my! Ivan, we gotta see that replay again. So you can see here McDaniel with space to shoot. Lovely technique to get that the top bins. He said it's too easy. Look at him.
On a roll, Finn McDaniel, the number 8 with 8 goals this season. Stallion go up here midway at the first half. It's Stallion Laguna 1, Philippine Army FC 0. If you just joined us, good evening. My name is Ivan Guiares, together with Kendrick Soriano and Sidney Crespo, as we take you to the action here for the second to the last match this weekend, round number 4. No foul, says the referee. This play continues. Oh, I like how Ciriliano, the number 6, plays. Kendricks. Very simple but very strong moves.
So you can see Schaffner just couldn't quite get it right. But Ivan, as you were saying about Ciriliano, yes, so as a holding midfielder, your main priority is to keep the game simple and find the tempo for the team. And that's what he's doing right as of now.
Exactly, a very steady center mid presence allows freedom for the other attackers to roam. Here comes Stallion. Here comes Dorado. A shot!
Second goal. Yes, sir! Number 88. Dorado finds Stallion's second goal.
Jose Magson Bezerra Dorado. Doble ocho on the books for Stallion Laguna. Oh, that was a good goal in itself. Dorado now on his 5th goal.
You can see Placito. Good find for a through ball to Dorado and just smashes it back of the net. Let's take a look at it once again. Both goals from Stallions, they just smash it in the goal.
And we just take a step back there. The setup from Placito, perfectly teed forward. And itong si Brillantes, he had no choice. He was thinking, oh, should I go left or should I go right? Played it smart. Down the bottom corner, 2-0 for Stallion Laguna. Now Stallion, 2 goals already. Medyo we waited quite a bit for the goals to roll in.
And they're showing no signs of stopping and no signs of slowing down as they still look aggressive to attack.
And 2 balls on the pitch for what was a late restart. Soriano with that clearance. Here comes Stallion. He goes on, they try to play it quick. Over to Ariola. Good pace. But he does not keep it in.
Good idea though from Philippine Army to play it quick. Catch them lacking, but fortunately for Stallions, Philippine Army player didn't make it there.
Let's talk about the formation. It's 3-4-3 for Stallion. Ito namang Philippine Army, very conservative 4-4-2. So how do you think that formation will be good for or bad for Philippine Army, who's behind at the moment?
I think with the 4-4-2 formation of Philippine Army, they look to become more defensive and get the counters, but it will look bad on them if they don't commit numbers forward. So with Philippine Army, their 2 center mids have to be more active.
Exactly that, as you just saw, Philippine Army with that counter-attack. Full blast ng pace si Ariola, former national youth player as well, from Negros Occidental, one of the key guys previously with the Green Archers United. High line para dito sa Stallion. Bedia try to set this up. Lobs it in pero nakuha. Cortez tries to control that. Straight to Finn McDaniel. Luckily turns Stallion on the counter-attack. 3-on-1. McDaniel, what does he do? Just sails over. To si Finn McDaniel.
Hungry for that second goal of his for this match. See the replay? It's time and space, just deflection from the goalie.
Oh, Brillantes with that brilliant stop.
As you can see now, possession. Not surprised here, Stallion Laguna, 72% to Philippine Army's 28.
And then we did talk to Coach Ernie Nieras earlier, and then obviously they are running for the goal difference here, so they will not stop till the 90th minute. They will try to score as much as possible. Here comes Schaffner, that in-swinger. A header by Placito. Just wide. So si Abraham Placito. Despacito. Take it slow for Stallion. Ang request ng Army, but Brillantes blasts one to the 50-yard line. Ciriliano delivers to Dorado. Dorado naghahanap ng kakampi. It's handled by 2 players. True enough, medyo magaling talaga itong si Dorado on that left-hand side.
Just a force of nature on that left-hand side.
Not really forcing themselves, Stallion. Here comes Mateus. Hounded by 3 players. Foul says the referee. And a reminder, Star Polaris official match ball of the PFL. Thank you, Star Polaris. Ball that has seen so many goals in the first 3 rounds already. Battle in the midfield. Stray pass by Placito. McDaniel recovers. He is onside.
Great work rate from Finn McDaniel to cover that ball. Pickering now.
Dorado just crowded on that box. Dorimon, defender turned striker. Cortez tries to play his way out. Comes Bidia. A little bit of trickery there. Gets away with it. Now Cortez. Sumailo on that far right side. Back to Soriano.
Philippine Army, I think they're doing a great job right now of keeping the ball.
On the pitch, it's for Philippine Army. Defender in Jalsor Soriano. PFL title to his name previously with Ceres Negros. As Cortez tries to distribute, Army wins that. Cortez to Ariola.
We saw in that previous play, Charles Pickering has to easen up on his contacts, throwing up his hands. Gotta be careful there to avoid another booking.
Yellow cards for Dorado and Pickering. And kay Dicena naman for Philippine Army. Stallion defense, they have not been busy as much, but they have been tasked to distribute, try to break down the initial part of Army press.
Very comfortable right now for Stallion defense.
A good play there from Roynick Bernardo.
Ooh.
Good overlap to Ariola. He has space. Has to find the shot here. Ariola should consider passing the ball already, trying to score from all angles.
You can see from this replay, tons of space, but just couldn't quite spin the ball inside the frame.
His body shape was off to even let go of a right shot. Mateus straight to Soriano.
Miscommunication with Finn McDaniel. I think Finn McDaniel was asking for a through ball.
Brillantes with the left-footed clearance. Here's Pickering. Hounded by 2 defenders. Mateus. That cross inside. Good movement and anticipation from Brillantes. Yung front 3 nitong Stallion, Kendricks, they do want to break through that back 4 nitong Philippine Army. They have done so quite well, pero they haven't been pushing as much siguro.
Yes, I think what's able for them to do those attacks is the quality of their midfielders giving the ball. We have Placito and Ciriliano just operating in the middle.
Well, these guys, they look stocky, but they're fit.
They
can
are.
run.
Mas fit pa sila kaysa sa atin, for sure.
No call there, says the referee. Here comes Army with that counter, trying to find the spaces. But straight to the center mids. Placito. Back to Mateus. Tries to cross it forward. Soriano. unfazed. Gives it back to Roynick. Almost a takedown, but they get it back. Pickering. Back to Placito.
Stallion Laguna just excellent in recovering the ball.
Good test for them. They've been faster in, bringing the ball quickly on the reverse side. Dorado lays it off to Placito. Masyadong masikip. Comes Dorado. If you notice yung pressure nitong Army, Kendricks, very, very strong on that final third. Hindi talaga nila binibigyan ng space at all. Now you have to stifle that creativity from Stallion, especially with very strong individual players up top. McDaniel, Dorado, and Mateus.
You can also see Stallion with a high line. See the two center backs just way past their own half, and that can tell you the dominance in possession they're taking from this game.
Well, Kenneth, Pride, and Silva both have been shifting forward from time to time. Oh, Dorado did not. That's too high for from Sea-Dog.
Parang magiging household name na yun. Sea-Dog na, hindi na Chris.
If you just joined us, Christian Schaffner is now called Sea-Dog. The only dog from Stallion? Probably. Here comes Stallion, Placito. Chance here. Shuffles his feet. Takes on two people. No foul call, but now there it goes. Another set piece para sa Stallion. Good call from the referee to allow that continuation.
Oh, I think he just steps on his foot.
Bidia made that foul by stepping on Placito. Si Bidia nagsabi na, Despacito lang, Despacito. And now, going into the 38th minute, Finn McDaniel again on that set piece. Will they make it, Kendricks?
We'll see. Can he get his second goal of the game?
A five-man wall para sa Philippine Army. You bet it's gonna go straight here. McDaniel. Down the bottom corner. Makes it 3-0.
Yun nga, Ivan. Nakuha niya na ang second goal for Finn McDaniel.
Well, easy does it for Finn McDaniel. Second goal in this 39th minute. Makes it 3-0. Finds the gap on that wall. We'll take a look again on another angle probably.
Just slots it on the left side of the wall, I believe. In between, then didn't even need to go over the wall.
Oh, 3-0 for Stallion Laguna. 5 minutes left in regulation in the first half. Steady movement so far. Here comes Army. Chase up front. Oof. Oh, Silva just too strong para kay Roynick Bernardo. Here comes Ciriliano. It's the luxury for Stallion to have 3 defenders at the back. 3 center backs in Silva, Pride, and Matthew Nieras. No pressure from Placito. What a chase. All the way down, back to Pride. Army with a through ball. A chance here, a good run on that far end.
Lots of space.
Needs help in the middle, but straight to Silva.
I think no one was there also.
Oh, sayang yun, but Ciriliano just coolly directing the movement. Kaantay lang siya ng pressure, but Mateus slipped there.
Great through ball now. Good feet.
Ooh, that's a foul.
Grab there.
An extra hit there from Nick Palacio. No, Mateo did not flinch there really. So shot from behind goal. Finn McDaniel found that hole, found that gap.
Brillantes just didn't see that coming.
McDaniel wanting to be provider at this point. Leader for our man of the match honors.
Definitely a candidate right now for man of the match. Finn McDaniel. 8 goals to his name.
No, a
9
yellow.
goals to his name.
Yellow was given on the pitch. It's unclear on who it was given to. Lots of pushing and shoving in this setup.
You can see Placito very aggressive inside the box. Shirts are being pulled.
Daniel with a delivery. Headed out by Army. Oh, this is Nieras. Back to Pride. Pressure from Dorimon. Is Pickering on offside? He is.
Great awareness though for Philippine Air Force to get their line back up and get several Stallion players offside.
And that yellow card was given to Adrian Ciriliano. Third yellow card for Stallion Laguna. Not really good for them. They do have a tough match on their cards next week. And so far, Kendricks, 3 minutes left. What has Stallion done well so far?
I think Stallions have done well in keeping the ball in Philippine Army's half. And they have created a lot of chances. This formation has definitely helped them. As you can see, very good at keeping the ball. Even when Army is pressing.
Oh, that's a foul there. Solid tackle. Another yellow card for Army. It's Bucking Soriano with that two-footed tackle on Dorado. Very late on that challenge. Surely yellow card sa kanya. And the other yellow card for Army is Ryan Dicena for that earlier altercation with Dorado as well. Oh, Stallion has... No, they've been very steady in this first half. Not really pushing it, trying to play their game properly. And trying to find those gaps. The four-man backline of Army.
And they're also not rushing, Ivan.
Through that, Matt Nieras back to Pickering, a bit inside. Here comes Placito. Looking for options. Playing a 1-2, medyo nabasa ng Army yon. High pressure. The military squad, Ciriliano. Back to Nieras. Systematically breaking them down. Trying to find McDaniel. A bit too forward. Itong pasa. So we're waiting confirmation. 2 minutes to be added on In this first half, all Stallions so far. Army has unleashed a couple of shots already. Mateo. Gilbert Soriano.
Push
No.
from the back, no foul though.
No, Army has their chances, but they haven't really found that outlet properly.
I think if you're Philippine Army right now, you gotta take care of the ball better. They win the ball back. They work so hard to win the ball back, but just lose it after a couple of passes.
Here comes Mateus trying to break through the right wing. Soriano calmly cleans it up. Here comes Bernardo. Ciriliano wins that. Tries to nutmeg Dorimon. Bedia. This is Monterona.
Now challenge for Philippine Army is to keep the ball in these last 30 seconds. Stay strong, stay solid.
Cortez down to Palacio. Dorimon tries a 1-2. Medyo hindi niya na-lock yung left foot niya. Gabe Silva, number 13. Tries to flick it to McDaniel. Will he get one more? He is on a hat-trick, Finn McDaniel. But the referee, Michael Barra, says it's halftime. So it's Stallion Laguna 3, Philippine Army FC 0. Very steady performance. 2 goals from Finn McDaniel and 1 from Jose Dorado. Thoughts so far, Kendricks?
Dominating first half by Stallion Laguna, no surprise from them. And Finn McDaniel on fire. But again, as I mentioned earlier, Philippine Army have to do a better job of keeping the ball. They're getting chances to go up, but they got to commit forward numbers, and they got to stop losing that ball after 2, 3, 4 passes.
Well, exactly that. As we go to the half, Stallion on the lead. In this halftime, it's Stallion Laguna 3, Philippine Army FC 0.
Football League. The passion, the power, the Philippines Football League on the rise. To those who are posting photos and videos to their social media accounts, please include the hashtags #PFL 2024, #PFL on the rise, and #support local football. Drop by and grab yourself some onion rings and burger from 8 Cuts just outside the entrance.
It's the ball in. It's cleared away. Okay, to Saito. Lopez Mendy laying it off. Early for Kaya FC Iloilo. The Ghanaian opens the scoring. Eric Esso.
Quality build-up, quality goal from Kaya FC Iloilo. Talk about making a statement. Well taken strike right here, Eric Esso. First time effort, and that's right into the bottom corner.
Second phase from a corner. Second ball falls for Diano. He takes a shot. Stings the palms of Matt Silva.
Bad intentions there kay Mardiano. Wanted to catch Silva sleeping there, and that had some venom in it. And
It could be a start of a counter-attack here. Breaking free. Newcomb finds room and just wide of the post.
wow, what an opportunity there for United City.
Chance denied there by Matt Silva. It's good work here from Kaya. Yamazaki looking to switch the play. Meliza running into space. It's a lovely first touch. And he's dragged it wide. Lovely move from Kaya to create the opening. Doesn't have the luxury. Meliza running into limbo. Yamazaki pulls the trigger, and that is a big save from Matt Silva. Nice run here for Gayoso. Takes it to the end line. Meliza! Stopped on the end line. Nope, it's the goal.
Yeah, it counts.
What a move for Kaya FC Iloilo. A much needed second, and you can see how much it means.
This one, that push, it took a deflection. Meliza was right there, yes. That got past the line. Tingnan natin dito. This is a much better angle.
There, the initial stop with the two hands, perhaps. And Jovan Badik gonna ride out the clock here. And there is the final whistle. 3 points in the bag for the defending champions. A big test to start their season.
Philippine Army player, but early in the first half, Stallion Laguna showed and dominated and showed their presence in the final third by creating chances. We can see here that Philippine Army also had a couple of chances but just couldn't convert it. Take a look at Finn McDaniel's power shot. His first goal of the game. And Placito just setting up his players and teammates to bag the goals.
Well, Placito was very definitive in his passes. McDaniel almost made it 3 in this possession, but Army stood fast. Ariola, well, he did try to make something out of this. This was off-body position, did not get anything through that. McDaniel found his second on that bottom corner. Him and Placito dictating the play. Two-footed tackle by Soriano made it a yellow card. And let's talk about the stats, Ken.
Well, Ivan, we can see from the possession, not surprised, 74% possession from Stallion Laguna to Philippine Army's 26. Shots, we have 5 shots for Stallion with 3 on target. Philippine Army not quite that much shots. And corners, relatively the same, with 3 offsides for Stallion Laguna. We can see from the offsides the chances they are creating and the intention of them to get behind backline.
And we'd like to turn you over to pitch side with Sydney Crespo for our halftime report.
The Stallion dominance continues here in the PFL as lucky numbers 8 and 88. McDaniel and Dorado are once again leading their squad. This is what Coach Ernie wanted, a confident start that would set the tone of the match. For the second half, a good reminder is given to Stallion Laguna. They cannot be complacent just because they are winning matches by big margins. They still have to be consistent on the defensive end. Sa kabilang banda naman, para kay Coach Boogie, wala naman daw problema sa laro ngayon, pero nakikita pa rin niya ang mga small mistakes katulad ng mga premature passes ng Army na para bang nagmamadali sila. Na-mention mo nga, Ken, that they need to take care of the ball better, and to that point, sabi ni Coach Boogie sa locker room, kapag may hawak kayong bola, hintayin muna natin yung kasama natin. He wants to see more support and communication inside the field, na ito rin daw ang nagiging problema nila sa kanilang 3 losses. Back to our panel.
Injuries really hit them. So, in between the match, please go grab yourself some onion rings from 8 Cuts, from online or just outside of the grandstand. Come to the stadium to get your 8 Cuts. Thank you, 8 Cuts, for supporting our cause here in the Philippines Football League. And going back to Army, they do have a lot of mistakes. Leadership on the pitch is also not there. Captain Yok Bisite is out with an injury. He was controlling that midfield for the first 3 matches, but right now, wala siya, and then they have a different dynamic to their game.
Yes, Ivan. With Stallion Laguna, tama si Coach Ernie Nieres, even though they're up 3-0, they cannot be complacent. We know what Philippine Army can do if Stallion is caught lacking. So the objectives now for Stallion Laguna, keep a clean sheet and take the game away from Philippine Army.
Now, Stallion Laguna now with 28 goals in the competition. And as we see substitutions from Philippine Army, Neil Dorimon coming off for Joshua Gatinao. Gatinao, a speedy player, played as a striker. Yok Bisite now back in the midfield for Roy Kent Bedia, and Patrick Bernarte coming in also for Philippine Army. A bit of balance more for Philippine Army just before the second half. And Stallion staying with the same 11. Well, we do expect some substitution for Stallion later on in the second half, as we discussed with Coach Ernie Nieres earlier. But it's 3 goals for Stallion at the moment. Army trying to control the damage so far.
And we are back here with Stallion Laguna keeping the ball in possession. Still sticking with that 3-4-3 formation for Stallion Laguna, as Philippine Army find themselves winning the ball back. Good effort for the run.
Well, that was Resty Monterona. Now deployed as a left winger for Army. Started as defender earlier.
Now, if I'm Philippine Army, I do want to keep a clean sheet in this second half. Keep it at 3 goals and convert chances. So you can see Chris now winning the ball back. Opportunity here for Philippine Army. Get forward. Crosses it to the other side. Cortez comfortably deals with it.
That was a good cross there met by Monterona, number 26. So far early in this first couple of minutes, parang Army pa yung mas aggressive at this point, Ken.
Tama, Ivan. But we can see Finn McDaniel trying to make that run, but just too strong. Dorado in the back now. But Philippine Army get away with it. As there is some activity on the field with an injury.
I think it's Abe Placito down on the pitch.
Cito grabbing his hamstrings. Definitely not a good look. Very unfortunate for him. Medical staff coming out now to give him some treatment.
Not a good sign for Stallion here because Abe Placito has been very deadly on that midfield with this partnership with Ciriliano.
Very good midfielder Abraham Placito. Just doing a great job of feeding the forwards through balls and dangerous balls in the final third.
Well, Placito is out as gestured by the physio. We do have plenty of options dito sa Stallion and true enough, mabilis lang. He's gonna go with Jesus Salazar on the midfield. Number 22.
Sumailo now with the ball. Back to Besite. Scanning options. Swinging the ball around for Philippine Army. Besite now. Long ball. Great run by Roynick Bernardo, but Chris Schaffner just deals with it.
And the Sea Dog runs up to the Army. Play continues.
Stallion now with the ball. They can hit the counter, but greatly dealt with by Philippine Army. Sea Dog with the ball now. Can you do with it? Great ball for Finn McDaniel. Can he make it? Just no one there to connect.
Well, he needed that support there from the cutback, but none was given. Now, Army just getting their own lion's share of possession early in the first part of the second half.
Good switch by Ricardo Besite. Very active on the field now. Decena. Through ball. Some activity here in the sidelines. Substitutions being made by Stallion.
We do expect the entrance of Junior Sam. Coming in for the number 7. Mateus Oliveira de Moraes, the Brazilian. Might expect a shift in the front three.
Substitution for Stallion, Laguna FC. Player number 34, Abraham Lasino, replaced by player number 22, Jesus Salazar. Substitution for player number 7.
On the attack now, Stallion. No one there again. Dorado just sprints to retrieve the ball.
He just wanted to move back in a very unusual way. The referee points the ball forward for the throw.
Usually, pabalik dapat yun eh.
Comes Alvaro.
Sea-Dog now. Neras just swings it. Ciriliano operates in the middle. Junior Sam, I believe, with the ball. Just couldn't quite connect. But Ciriliano there to pick it up. Junior Sam uses his pace. Great feet.
Well, Junior Sam, I carry over from their AFC Cup squad. He did come from Mendiola, but was loaned to Stallion. Scored a couple of goals there in the AFC Cup in Laguna. Elsewhere,
Brillantes. Decides to boot it up. Stallion Laguna with the ball again. Silva out for Dorado.
a good call from the referee. It was exactly in front of us. Caught Dorado jumping in from an offside position and to the line.
Stallion Laguna just racking up the offsides too. Quick play here by Philippine Army.
Oh, itong Army, they've controlled a bit of the possession here in the opening minutes.
Great skill.
Especially with the entry of Yok Bisite, the captain.
I think the challenge again for Philippine Army is if they can keep possession in the half of Stallion and play from there. Because it's very easy and it's easier to hold possession in your own half. But it becomes harder if opposing team is closing down spaces. Neras, Dorado with the ball. Tries to find Sea-Dog. Can connect.
Usual mistake there from McDaniel losing that ball. Now Coach Ernie joins the action.
Great touch from Coach Ernie. Salazar with the ball. Gets clipped from behind by number 20, Patrick Bernarte.
Salazar ran in as the substitute to replace itong si Abe Placito, who was holding on to his hamstring. You know, hamstring injuries takes at least a couple of weeks to heal before you can actually start training.
Very unfortunate if injuries happen during the season. You get held back from games. See Finn McDaniel, free kick taker now. I think he decides to shoot, but out goes for a corner.
Oh, Finn McDaniel really taking control of that, the set piece movements. Even approaching the Army player to apologize for hitting the wall. Shows you his character, really.
Whips one in. Header just couldn't connect it to the back of the net.
We'll take a look at that in a bit, but
I think that was Gabriel Silva.
Gabe Silva really kneeled to get that header in. We'll see that a little bit later on. Scored plenty of goals.
Gabe Silva with his height comfortably deals with it. Back out to Cortez.
Ito si Cortez lightly tested in the first half. Medyo may na-challenge na rin early in this first few minutes.
Long ball by Silva.
You know, Ken, it's the same script all over again. The first 15, 18 minutes for Stallion was a bit quiet. First 20 minutes, parang Army just a bit more disciplined here in the second half.
And yes, Ivan, they were a little bit more aggressive too the first 10, 15 minutes.
Take a look at that challenge by Bisita. Tried to win that ball and hits the leg of Salazar.
Sea Dog now on the run. Offside called.
Didn't see that early through ball, but you can see referee Michael Willie Francisco. Yes, he is correct on that call. More than a yard offside. Itong si Sea Dog.
Nasanay na eh. Nahama na Sea Dog na eh.
I think Dorado is an offside position here.
Dorado, space to shoot. What can he do? Gets clipped from behind, but referee says goal kick. Wow.
Great control from Barajas. Could have been 50-50, but take a look at Dorado. He was running straight.
Despite contact from behind, ref says goal kick. Dorado just smiles it off.
There was contact on that.
Silva, great header. Junior Sam with space now. Has a chance to cross. What can he do? What's he gonna do? Shoots! But Alfredo Cortez, my apology, Reed Brillantes just deals with it.
A bit of a deflection there prior to that shot. Junior Sam tried to shoot from his right. Quickly shifted to his left because of the space. Tumama sa defender and straight to Brillantes, who for that casual save.
Besite getting involved. Silva wins it back. Swings it to the other side. Dorado lays it off for Silva. Back to Dorado. Dorado threads one in for Finn McDaniel.
Could have been a foul there also. Medyo may humawi kay Schaffner. Foul throw.
Unusual foul throw here
Says-
in the Philippines Football League.
You know, it's a different thing. Usually, sometimes pro players do incorrect methods of the throw. But sometimes in top leagues in the world, really,
100%, yeah.
parang pinapabayaan na siya. But here, still enforce it quite a bit.
Sea Dog now for a throw. No foul throw there.
Redeemed himself.
Redeemed himself, yes. Dorado swings it out wide. Great defending by Philippine Army.
Pickering ran so much that he won the ball properly.
Ivan, fun fact with Charles Pickering, when we were playing together in Loyola Academy days, he was actually a striker. He's our number 9. Stallion switched to a wing back, full back role. It's offside for Finn McDaniel.
That's very unusual for that offside call. I think the ball came from Army, but yeah, it's Star Polaris official match ball of the PFL. So if you see it on the stores, grab it quickly. Star Polaris has been featured in all of our matches.
Quality ball.
Coach Ernie asking for some clarification. I really did see that ball coming off from an Army player. I just think that the assistant referee did not see the source of the pass.
So we can see this replay again. This came from an Army player.
Incorrect call from the assistant referee. So back pass gone wrong, but got lucky.
Junior Sam just right behind them. No signs of slowing down for Stallion Laguna.
Well, 71% of possession still with Stallion Laguna. In the early parts of the second half, medyo na control ni Army for a bit, but with this new midfield ditong Stallion, they're trying to feel their way to the opponent's half.
Great skill, Finn McDaniel. They're electric up there.
Passes completed on the stats, 136 for Stallion and 123 naman for Philippine Army. That's not a lot, really.
So you can see a couple of Stallion players win the ball back. Just couldn't keep it in.
Oh, Ciriliano. Just adjusting on the changes in the lineup. Stallion now still trying to get some control.
Ooh, cheeky Meg. Silva scans for options, decides to go for a long ball to Sea Dog. Tons of space. What can we do? Ooh! Come on, Chris, you got to do better there.
He was caught. He was trying to look at the recipient for a bit too long.
Just got off balance.
Oh, Chris Schaffner deployed on that left-hand side. Just talking about the formation of Stallion, you know, so a couple of your friends play with them. So pretty much they really shifted their lineup based on their spine.
Mm-hmm. And depending on their skill set, they have adjusted pretty well with their new positions. So you can see Charles Pickering. Unfortunately, Junior Sam is called for an offside.
And fortunately, that was a good call from the referee. He was really a yard off on his timing during the pass.
As we can see, a Philippine Army player down on the field. Let's take a look at who it is.
Ariola.
Look at him breathing hard.
Looking for the medic to help out here.
Injuries like this, opportunity for both teams to get a little water break to reset.
Ariola trying to catch his breath. Oh, it's not Ariola, it's some other player. Oh, it's Resty Monterona. Ran into a brick wall. Now trying to catch his breath. Good help from Matt Nieras, former captain of Stallion. Matt Nieras, for those who don't know, he has played with Stallion even as a first-year player in college. Fouls more on the side of Stallion Laguna, 7-4. It's the aggression really to score more goals, but an hour and 5 minutes has gone by, but no addition to the score line for Stallion. Goal difference very important in this competition, as you know, Ken.
66 minutes in now in this match. Stallion Laguna up by 3 to Philippine Army's 0.
Well, should the score stand, Stallion Laguna will leapfrog into the top spot of the Philippines Football League. They will have 12 points unless a miracle is done by Philippine Army. Dorado ends his shift today as he comes out for Christian Ivanovsky. Jomar Karuskay, number 13, replacing ito si Resty Monterona.
Player number 26, Resty Monterona, replaced by player number 13, Yomar Karuskay. Substitution for Stallion Laguna FC.
Injuries have plagued itong Philippine Army. The reason why Yok Bisita, the captain, just started on the second half. Not really 100%, but si Coach Boogie Margarce, the former ASCAL, made those quick adjustments. Boogie Margarce knows his players very well and almost always makes the right substitutions for their matches. Kita mo talaga yung experience ni Coach Boogie on those parts.
100%, Ivan. So you can see Philippine Army scanning again for options and keeping the ball pretty well. Great switch here.
Good ball inside, offside.
Offside called.
I think we have to take a look at that again.
Philippine Army not backing down and also being aggressive. You can see here, definitely an offside for number 24 for Philippine Army.
Joshua Gatinao, the speedster, tried to outwit his marker there.
Finn McDaniel now. Through ball to Junior Sam. Cuts it back, but taken quickly again. Space to shoot. Rebound dealt with Philippine Army. Again, Stallion with the ball. Out for a corner.
Smart play from Ivanovsky. Got that recovery. Let's take a look. Just a snapshot there. Brillantes equal to that challenge. That clearance was hideous, but Ivanovsky wins that corner smartly.
Philippine Army, they have to do a better job in keeping that ball. Very careless if that ball went in. Whips it in. Phil McDaniel just over the goal.
Medyo nagulat si Finn McDaniel doon. Ball passed through 4 players from both squads and landed on his lap. Medyo nagulat siya. Lifted his boot too high. Pero alam mo yun, di ba Ken, yung reactions na yun, dapat ready ka at all times.
Ready ka talaga. Especially in corners eh. Parang di mo alam kung saan babagsak yung bola minsan eh.
So,
you can see a foul here.
for the youngsters watching, so the tip of your foot is always a good way to score goals on set pieces.
Philippine Army on the attack. But Alfredo Cortez, safe hands, pings it up top to Ivanovsky. What a ball! Junior Sam with the ball. Fortunately, a foul is called. Let's see what the call is.
Seem to not understand what that call was, but you might see it in a bit.
But I gotta say, Ivan, that pass Little flick by Ivanovsky to Junior Sam was excellent. See this replay again.
All the way out. Good pass there.
Really confused as to what the call is there, but we'll take it.
Weak back pass. Here comes Schaffner.
Great decision. Finn McDaniel skills it. Great defending. Philippine Army counters now. But Stallion tries to recover. Matt Nieras with the ball. Again, Schaffner still with him. Lovely 1-2 by both of them. Just couldn't quite get it right.
Miscommunication there from Stallion backline.
Matt Nieras just chasing it again. To the middle. Great work rate by Matt Nieras.
Advantage given to Stallion after that foul, but here comes the Army man. Now we're going 72 minutes in. Army keeping the score low.
As Bernardo whips it in. Just couldn't find anyone there. Army still with the ball. Bicycle kick here now! Whoa! Oh la la! Great chance for Philippine Army.
Now Ariola knows that was his best chance to score.
Ariola with the bicycle kick.
If you saw him in his younger years, Ken, you'd know that he'll do this at any time. I have the luxury of seeing this player grow in his younger years. Just a bit off. A yard off lang.
Good contact now with the ball. Eh.
Pride of Negros Occidental.
Gabe Silva hits a long ball. Great touch. That was Ivanovsky. Foot race here. Chris Schaffner, great touch.
Sea Dog flanked by two Army dogs.
Nahirapan si Sea-Dog with the Army dogs eh.
Well, Schaffner just trying to open up that left-hand side.
Schaffner couldn't beat his man. Another throw for him. Decides to go for Junior Sam with two players on him, but he's too strong. Fortunately, great work rate by Philippine Army.
Decena running out of space there. Oh, substitutions already made for the first window for these two teams.
Wide now, Ivanovsky takes his man. Still with him. Couldn't find the through ball in. Salazar, Ivanovsky. Finn McDaniel, can he get his third goal? No! Just out wide for him.
Oh, McDaniel. And we're just waiting for that quick replay. Good movement from Ivanovsky. Timed it well to poke it forward. Nga lang yung finish ni Finn McDaniel came out of his control. Could have been his hat-trick. So yes, apologies for our technical issues at the moment. But we are deep in second half. Scoreboard and the time will be right back soon.
As Matt Nieras with the ball. Long ball now to Chris Schaffner. Couldn't connect, but Finn McDaniel picks it up. Decides to go. Oh my God! Oh la la! McDaniel, what a long shot. 50 yards out. Oh my days, Finn McDaniel.
Brilliant. Just brilliant. Finn McDaniel making his case for the Philippines
Wow.
national men's team. Third goal of the night. Brilliant. From 25 yards, let's take a look. McDaniel collects that ball, one times control and smashes it
All
through
within
the top
3
corner.
touches.
Not even Manuel Neuer
Oh
can
my.
save that goal.
Ivan, we gotta take a look at another angle of that shot. Smashes it. Oh my days, Finn McDaniel.
Even our slow-mo is having a hard time to keep up. But wow, what a goal. It's Stallion Laguna 4. Philippine Army FC 0. Hat-trick for the Magic Man, Finn McDaniel.
Finn McDaniel just on fire in today's game.
We should just call him Magic.
Magic.
Starting now. Has absolutely been brilliant in the last few matches. As we take a look at a couple of substitutions for Stallion. Oh my, another shot.
Another angle of that replay.
Look at the gap.
Great
That's
touch.
almost 30 yards. Or 25 yards. We don't care.
That
Top
was
bin.
yeah, we don't care. That was a long shot.
Top bin.
Put that on your highlight reel, Finn McDaniel. Parang nakita ko nga kanina on the field eh. Well, before he was getting sub, sumisignal pa siya kay Coach Ernie na, "Oh, one more daw, one more."
And substitution, Miller Akyapat comes in. I believe that is Cortez. Oh no, it's I think it's number 30, Joan Sumailo. Wow, 10 goals for Finn McDaniel. I hope he can sustain his form, knocking at the doors of the men's national team. You would say again?
I would say so. I would say he deserves it.
You know, going back to the previous season of Finn McDaniel, at some point you would think he was really very raw, especially on the finish.
Junior Sam with the ball, decides to cross it. Just couldn't quite get someone there.
And still a corner for Stallion. Just going back to Finn McDaniel. You know, we have been missing someone up top. And the form of Finn McDaniel is promising. Something to talk about for
Something to talk about, definitely, Ivan.
our national coach.
Papaisip ang national team head coach natin ngayon. Ivanovsky, Christian Ivanovsky with the corner now. Whistle by the referee. Commotion going on there.
Oh, definitely the height advantage for Stallion here.
Whips one in. Great cross in.
Good coverage from Bisite. That ball goes out.
For another corner. Paolo Pavone.
Paolo Pavone.
Pavone. My apologies, ladies and gents. But switches it to Ivanovsky again for corner. Great cross in. What a header! And a great goal by number 26.
Kenneth Pride, center back, makes it 6.
Great. Let's take a look at the replay. Great header, but great awareness by Kenneth Pride to just attack the goal. And we love seeing that from Stallion, you know.
Paolo Pavone with that initial touch. That ball was gonna go in anyway.
Anyways,
but
yeah.
Pride made sure of that goal.
Kenneth Pride pretty much stole all of opponent's goal
It will be a good conversation later on at full time.
in the locker room. Mag-aaway na lang yung dalawa.
That was my goal, man. You
No.
stole my goal.
As Philippine Army look to try and fight back. Great skill here. Siciliano tries to win it back. Schaffner, deflection. Salazar.
Well,
80 minutes now. You know, it looks like Stallion will take this game away from Philippine Army.
we did expect some resistance from Army, a bit more disciplined for the new squads joining in the PFL. But man, oh man, those goals from Finn McDaniel. Top, bottom corners, everywhere. He's just everywhere, Finn McDaniel.
Just 99 shooting accuracy. It's insane.
He's just playing FIFA right now. But hopefully he could still qualify as man of the match because he was subbed off. But Finn McDaniel, our #1 candidate for player of the match.
Philippine Army still have the ball. Junior Sam called for a foul. Complained to the ref. Frustrated about that decision because he was onside and had the opportunity to put the ball in the back of the net.
Well, Army had a decent string of possession just in the last 5 minutes after that goal. But at this point, you know, high-level performance from Finn McDaniel really boosted performance of Stallion. Well-deserved 6-goal lead at the moment. They all played it smart.
Shafter. Siciliano scans for options again. Decides to switch it to the other side. Heavy touch there. But Stallion still with the ball. I believe this is Ivanovsky. Crosses it into Junior Sam, but too far for him.
I would like to see Ivanovsky and itong si Siciliano to play on the same side. Let's see how they work. From what we've heard, they're quite best friends off the pitch. Ivanovsky was the reason why itong si Siciliano is pumunta dito sa Stallion. Foul called on Stallion.
Seven minutes left until regulation time. 5-0 in favor of Stallion.
Cortez just calmly collects.
A little bit of pressure from him, but no worries.
Bernarte winning that pressure from Ivanovsky. Was all smiles while pressuring him.
Sabi niya, sige na nga, tatakbo na lang ako. Well, I love the effort though. I love the work rate.
So Balut Doctora joining in the action.
Ooh, great tackle.
Stallion legend with his first touch.
Ivanovsky now, let's see what he can do. Cuts it in. Finds Junior Sam, space to shoot. Great
Still
defending.
wins. Still wins a corner. Itong si Junior Sam.
Parang si Junior Sam, gusto niya rin makuha yung goal niya today.
Well, exactly that. So another chance for Stallion to pad their lead.
Corner now by Ivanovsky. Whips one in again. Dealt with by Philippine Army. Salazar, great skill. Still with him. Decides to release it to Ivanovsky. Quickly dealt with. And that was most likely an attempt to cross it inside the box.
Salazar tried to whip that ball in off the bounce. Muntik na, but a little bit, he sliced it a bit too much.
Intention was there.
Well, the story of the game really is Finn McDaniel, hat-trick performance, lovely goals all around.
All great goals too, Ivan.
2 top corners, 1 bottom corner. What could you ask for? He's simply on fire.
We can also see Ivanovsky just making those runs in behind, even from the other side of the pitch.
Now, the Stallion did lose si Abe Placito just after it's early in the second half where he was pulling his hamstring. But hopefully they get a bit of rest before the next one because the games are going to get harder and harder for Stallion Laguna.
Gabe Silva finds Salazar in the half space. Great run in. Junior Sam onside now. What can he do with it? And golazo! Junior Sam with his first goal of the game.
Well, good movement from Stallion. Provided that delivery for Junior Sam. Did not make a mistake in front of goal. Let's take a look. Perfect control. Place it to the bottom corner. Brillantes could not do anything about it. Truly a masterful performance for Stallion Laguna.
87th minute. Junior Sam makes it 6 goals for Stallion. Just slots it in, bottom right corner.
And exactly that. Stallion will still look for another goal here. They want to pad on to their lead. Now with 31 goals.
Ivanovsky shot on goal. Just deflection off of his own teammate.
Salazar, wrong place at the wrong time. They had a laugh about that. Lucky for Brillantes, he did not have to make a save on that. Already feeling something itong goalkeeper ng Army. Laying off to Patrick Bernarte for the goal kick.
Stallion really quality all over the pitch. As you can see from the scoreline right now. This Philippine Army just look to try to keep the ball these last couple minutes.
Now, Army played very well in this game. It just so happened the quality of itong Stallion is just on another level. Especially mga goals ni Finn McDaniel that were unsavable at any level.
I think yes, Ivan, tama, the quality of Stallion really overpowered the play of Philippine Army. Another decent through ball, but it is offside.
Right in front of our noses yung offside na yon.
Nandiyan pa rin yung intention ng Stallion na they wanna get more goals even these last few minutes.
Before the final minute pala, I would like to greet my brother Rick Alvin Gayares. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Yes, he is my brother, champion from high school for football as well. Well, 4 minutes to be added on, says si Gilbert Celoterio. A good sequence there from Army pero hindi na kompleto.
See Dog just couldn't complete the pass. Still Philippine Army with the ball. Besite operates. Dinks one in, but Gabe Silva.
They tried to find Gatinao on that run, pero naunahan ni Gabe Silva. They are deeply missing John Celis, the other speedster. Scored one of their goals this season.
Little combination play by Army.
This is Pavone, I think.
Stallion on the break now. Ivanovsky just slows it down to Salazar. Ciriliano. Salazar again. Great run. Ivanovsky. Through ball lane. You can see Doug finish. Oh! That was the chance.
That was a sitter in front
That
of
was
goal.
a sitter. Just smiles as he misses.
Ivanovsky, brilliant cross. Schaffner should have done on the first post there, but his touch failed him at the last second. Medyo minalas natin si Sido. So, moving forward, we will not be calling him Sea-Dog again.
I think we'll just call him Chris or Schaffner.
Exactly.
Philippine Army now on the attack. Wonderful defending by Gabe Silva. Routine.
Just 2 minutes left in this match. Steady win itong Stallion FC.
Contact there from Alfredo Cortez.
Parang ngayon na siya nag-join ng action
Oo nga.
si Cortez.
Long ball again to Junior Sam.
Balot.
Salazar. Offside by Junior Sam.
Well, itong si Salazar. We'll take a look at that. Timing was off. Try to backheel that. I mean, awareness of the forward guy in Balot Doctora on that forward end, the onside position.
Besite.
No, 6 goals for Stallion Laguna. Comprehensive victory. They tried to play it slow, find and break down systematically itong Philippine Army. Tough luck for Army, but you know they will have better days.
Great ball in. Just couldn't touch it. Still live though. What a shot. Ambitious attempt.
Great strike there.
And there you have it, ladies and gents. Final score, Stallion Laguna 6 to Philippine Army's 0.
Well,
What a dominating match. No surprise for Stallion Laguna. But we gotta talk about Finn McDaniel and his dominating performance as well.
well, definitely our candidate for our moment man of the match, Finn McDaniel. 3 goals to his name, a hat-trick. So take a look at the goals on the list. 3 other players, Dorado Pride and Junior Sam, joining Finn McDaniel. Another hat-trick to his name. 10 goals so far in the Philippines Football League. Very pretty goals, if I may add.
Beautiful goals, Ivan. No complaints. Would love to see that over and over again.
No complaints whatsoever. Philippine Army played their best as well. Now, the scoreline doesn't really show their efficiency or effectiveness on the pitch. They are down with a few injuries for their team, but no, Stallion Laguna were ready. They came out and conquered the team early. 3 goals in both halves. Splendid performance for Stallion. And just like that, Stallion Laguna is on the top of the Philippines Football League standings with, I believe, 4 wins with 12 points and 31 goals on their name. Up second is Kaya FC Iloilo with 10 points with just 6 more goals. On the third place team, 1 Taguig FC. Meanwhile, ito namang Philippine Army, well, they'll stay in the 13th place at the moment. Manila Monte still just moved to the bottom of the standings after that first match earlier. Army, -14 in the goal difference, pero you know, they've been more stable than most of the new teams here in the PFL. So we do expect better performances for them when they play the other teams in the further rounds.
Again, dominating performance by Stallion Laguna.
We'll take you over to pitch side with Sidney Crespo with our moment man of the match.
I am with our moment man of the match. Once again, it's Griffin McDaniel with 7 shots, 3 goals, and 100% in pass completion. Finn, you said we're becoming best friends here in the pitch side. Another man of the match for you, your 3rd one in 4 games, and another hat trick. What are you most proud of regarding your wins and awards here?
You know, I just want to say I'm really proud of the boys, you know, in general, for finding me, giving me these opportunities, because without them, it's not possible I'd be here. So all glory to my team, and of course, all glory to God and my family.
Next weekend, you're going up against 1 Taguig, and yesterday, their match against the defending champions ended in a draw. How are you going to prepare for next weekend?
Same how we prepared today and the weeks before, you know. 1 Taguig is just an opponent to us. It's just another step in our direction towards the championship and the title for what we want. So we take a good day off tomorrow and we start again.
Finn, thank you so much. Nice to see you again here for our post-game interview. Once again, our moment man of the match, Finn McDaniel. Back to you guys.
Well, up next, it's Philippine Air Force FC versus Tuloy FC. A big match coming up. Very exciting. All Filipino action on the next match. It was a fun match tonight. Both teams gave it their all, but it was Stallion Laguna who really dominated on this match.
And I like what Finn McDaniel said. They're off tomorrow and they go again next week and reset for the game against Taguig.
Well, early contention on that first half, but very quiet start from Stallion Laguna. Did not have those serious attempts in the first half or the first, quarter of the match. Bit of contention there. Finn McDaniel really just shown his class in that first half.
Again, Finn McDaniel showing his dominance, but we got to give credit to his other teammates too that contributed. As he mentioned with an interview with Sydney, that he couldn't have done this, couldn't have made those 4 goals without his teammates. So, what a great teammate. Well done to you, Mr. Finn McDaniel.
And truly enough, Finn McDaniel knocking on the doors of the men's national team. Spectacular performances so far in front of goal. Stallion tried their best in the second half. They were rewarded as well. Goals from Junior Sam, even itong si Kenneth Pride. Army also knocked on the door with a couple of chances, of the best looking one coming from Jamel Ariola with that bicycle kick. Ivanovsky did find McDaniel on that part. So thank you for joining us. See you soon in just half an hour for the next match. It's Air Force versus Tuloy FC. This is Ivan Gayares together with Sidney Crespo and Kendrick Soriano. I'd like to say bye-bye and catch you soon. Wait up for the next game, and thank you and good night.
People always try to put me down on the ground, but I really be jealous 'cause I'm the right in their back.